Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Fantasy Premier League with FPL Wizard. I hope you're all fine. I hope you're doing well. I welcome you all to the final deadline stream of the season, guys. I hope you're all as excited as I am. And I hope there's gonna be lots of fun on today's stream. There's like loads of leaks coming out, loads of news coming out. It's gonna be absolute carnage, but it's gonna be fun as well. So let's get started, guys. I'm like riding right close to 100k. I've been in and out of 100k in the last 2-3 weeks. I've not made too much progress. So I'm hoping that in the last game week I can break into the top 100k this season. I mean, that would be the realistic target. I don't want to be too unrealistic right now. So with that, guys, on the screen I have compiled for you all the news that has come out in the Twitter leaks until now. So I hope you can hear me, by the way. Can I have some feedback from you? I hope you're able to hear me. Hey Jugs. Yes, we can hear you. Absolutely fine. Alright guys, fine. I was just concerned for a second there. Loud and clear, says Jugs. Absolutely fine, guys. Alright, let's get started then. Hey FPL Sam, hey FPL Jug, Zara, Ashish, Buckshot, Todd. So guys, news is on the screen. As we're gonna get more and more news, we're gonna keep updating. Keep updating here. So it's gonna be difficult for me to like keep up now, because Alvarez starts, guys. Another news is Alvarez starts from Let's Talk FPL. So I'm gonna add it here. I'm sorry guys, it's gonna be a little bit all over the place because I'm having to update the news. Alvarez starts, and yeah, but I need to keep all of you updated, all the news at one place, so you don't need to kind of jump here and there, and you can have all the news where in one place. Todd says clear as well. Thanks, mate. So guys, I'm in the biggest news of the day is Haaland doesn't start and Alvarez does. So everybody owns Haaland practically. Any active FPL player who's playing FPL right now, they own Haaland right now. So if he doesn't start, there's a big decision to be made. So that's one decision. Obviously, the most popular move is going to be from Haaland to Kane. Some people who don't own Alvarez, they might want to go with Haaland to Alvarez, but I mean that move should only be made if you want to use that money in the midfield. Otherwise, Haaland to Kane definitely makes a lot of sense. KDB hasn't traveled, guys. If you look at the news which I have on screen for you, there's no KDB, no Ruben Diaz, no Akanji, no Grealish. Haaland has been benched. Ederson starts. That's another news. Ederson starts. From Manchester United, we have news. Rashford, Dalot, Garnacho start. Martial has been benched. I haven't updated that news, but Martial has been benched. All right. Saka and Trossard in the squad. I don't know what that means, but that was the tweet, so I just put it in there. Barnes, Harvey Barnes, Iheanacho, and Maddison start, and Alvarez also start. So I'll keep updating if I have any more news, guys, but that means that is on the stake of me reading some of your messages. So please bear with me today, guys, because I think news and information is the most important thing that we need today, more than anything else. So guys, even in the chat, we've got Fadzali, we've got FPL Sam, Jug. So if you get any news, I hope you keep on updating us in the chat. So if I miss something, I'll update that from you. So guys, I mean, most of the news from Manchester City and Manchester United is out. Obviously, if you own Luke Shaw, you need to kind of move him on, because obviously Luke Shaw is not starting. The news which I'm really looking forward to is Brighton. Because I mean, a lot of us own like 2-3 Brighton players along with like 2-3 Newcastle players, and both of them don't have really good fixtures. So some decisions need to be made, which for my team seems to be pretty simple right now after the leak that Haaland is not starting. So I can take out Haaland for Kane, and I can move on Isaac for Alvarez. So for me, it seems pretty simple because I have 2 free transfers as well, guys. So but for some of you it might not be that simple or simplistic in a way, right? So let's see. There you go. We've got the Manchester City team. So Walker, Ake, Laporte, Gomez, Lewis, Calvin Phillips, Palmer, Foden, Mahrez, Alvarez. So this is the Manchester City team, guys. You know what I'm gonna do is today I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna go onto Twitter and I'm gonna show you as the leaks are coming out, so you don't miss it. No. Mahrez and Foden start. There isn't. I'll just tell you the full news. I think Heisenberg has just retweeted it, but just a second, guys. It's a bit. Yeah, sorry, guys, if it's kind of all over the place today, but just need to update all of you. There you go. This is the Manchester City team news, and this is pretty accurate, guys. Very accurate. Foden, Mahrez, Alvarez start. So anybody who owns Alvarez, you should be happy. You should be excited because he's starting. I'll at least have to do Haaland and KDB to Kane and Salah for myself. George, that looks like a very good transfer to me. Right, guys? So I'm going to update this news. I'm just going to... Oh, am I updated? Alright. So who are the important ones? Foden, Mahrez? Yeah, I guess so. Let's update Foden and Mahrez and see. Alvarez, Foden, Mahrez, Ake, start. Let's go with this for now. I'm gonna keep on updating. Alright, Riddhi says, hi Wiz, I've got Luke Shaw, Van Bissaka, Grealish, Haaland, Mitoma and McAllister who are doubtfuls. Well, we don't have the Brighton team leak as of now, but if we get, I'll let you know. Obviously, Shaw is not going to start. And according to the leak which I received on Twitter regarding to the entire Manchester City team news, and that in that team news, there was no Van Bissaka either. So obviously it's going to be a little bit of a problem for your team. So if I was you, I would take out Haaland, Grealish, and one of the defenders. It's okay to take a -4 or a -8 if you don't have a good team. I think that's not a problem. We don't have the Newcastle team leaks, so we don't know about Wilson, Isaac, Trippier. I think they should all start though, but we don't have any leaks on Newcastle. Pavan says, what is your current rank? My current rank is of the tune of 100k. Right, bang, close to 100k. It could be 105. Let me just check. 107k. My rank is 107k. So it's on and off, guys. I mean, you know, it's not the best, but you know, I was just hoping for to finish as high as possible. Right. So guys, this is the news. So for all of you who own Haaland, you know, you have to think about how to kind of deal with that. Whether you're going to keep Haaland, whether you're not going to keep Haaland, it's totally up to you. Whether you feel he's going to come on at halftime and score some goals. Personally, I'm going to be moving on Haaland. We don't have any news on Salah, Abdullah. So whenever we get any news, I'll definitely update it here. Currently, as of now, we don't have any news. Yeah. So there's no Haaland, no KDB, no Grealish, no Akanji, no Diaz, no Stones. A very, very fractured team, to be honest with you, guys, in Manchester City today. You know, gonna be like because they don't need. There's another report going around that Mitoma's on the bench. The thing is, I don't trust the source here, so I didn't write it. He's saying that McAllister and Caicedo start, but Mitoma's been benched. I don't know how reliable it is. By the way, if we're looking for a differential, I don't know about McAllister, by the way, guys. Don't share. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sharing any news which is not from a confirmed source, so don't worry about it. Hello, Wiz. How are you? Haaland on the bench. Are you transferring? I think I'm gonna transfer him out. Yes, SH. Do I captain Kane? I mean, you can. Why not? I mean, Leeds probably are going to get relegated. If Everton wins, Leeds and Leicester are practically relegated, even if they win. So, I mean, Kane could... I mean, it's not the very explosive option, to be honest with you. Kane hasn't been scoring like big hauls, but he's been very consistent. You know, so obviously you can captain Kane. We've got team news from Leeds. Obviously, if anybody's interested, Ailing, Christiansen, Cooper, Wober, Pascal Stroik, Weston McKinney, Koch, Orshaw, Harrison, and Rodrigo. Rodrigo is starting, so if anybody's looking for, like for Leeds news, I think Rodrigo is the one to go for. Maybe Harrison. I'm not so sure if it's really that exciting. If anybody wants Leeds news, kinda, so I'll keep you updated, guys. Anyways, so basically, right now, what I'm thinking about my own team is I'm thinking to move on Haaland for Kane. I'm thinking to move on Isaac for Alvarez. But then I am also thinking to make one more transfer. Thomas, look at the news here. I have all the news here on the screen for you. You can read the news. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just make it loud and clear so everybody would know. Team leaks. So hopefully everybody would know these are the team leaks. Hopefully should help anyone who's joined the stream. So yeah, it's pretty kind of silent before the storm kind of situation, but we already have so much news, the one we needed. So we've got plenty of time to kind of digest the news and to kind of make decisions according to the news that we have. So it's pretty interesting that today we get so much news. But I'm happy, at least we don't get news right at the last 10 minutes and the servers are crashing, so just happy. If you have any questions related to your teams, guys, just let me know. I'm still gonna be just talking you through all the news and all the leaks that are coming out, but that is not the primary purpose of that stream still, but today is a bit different, obviously. I'm on Twitter, like, up and down, just looking for all the news which is coming out. Phil Foden, Mahrez could be good punts, I reckon. Thoughts on Firmino? It's away from home. Yeah, I mean it's against Southampton, true, but it's okay as a differential. If you really want a really, really big differential, you can go for Firmino. I'm not sure about the update. When to consider taking a hit? Giovan, I think for the if the risk reward is favorable, I think this game week is the game week to take a hit or two. Why not? If you feel the risk reward is favorable, if you feel that your player is not starting and the replacement that you've got on the bench is just not appropriate, then I think you can take a hit, but only if you consider the upside is pretty high. If you know your player is not playing, surely taking hits. Yeah, why not? If a player is not playing, for example, Luke Shaw, unless you have a good replacement on the bench, you can take a hit or two this game week, guys. I mean, that's not a problem. On Twitter, I think Isaac to Alvarez and Haaland to Kane is going to be a very, very popular transfer, to be honest with you. I'm surprised there's no Liverpool team news, and no Liverpool team news, no Newcastle team news either. Just a second. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not talking too much today. I'm just looking at what is the hit you're looking for. Brian says, hi, Matt. Cheers for all the content. Cheers for the content all season. I'm just on Twitter reloading every 30 seconds. Don't worry, Brian. I'm doing the same. I'm streaming as well. It's a bit mad, but sometimes you gotta do stuff. But you're always welcome, my friend. I loved bringing all the content. So yeah. It was mutual. Giovan says, what is the hit you're looking for? Giovan, I have 2 free transfers, by the way. So obviously Haaland to Kane and Isaac to Alvarez could be the moves that I make. But along with that, I could take one more hit. I could take out one of those Mitoma and McAllister. If we get the news that one of them is not starting, I could take him out and I could bring in somebody like Eze. I could be creative with my third transfer. I could bring in Odegaard. So there are some thoughts on my mind, but I haven't made up my mind yet. Are you changing Shaw or just going to play Trippier? Obviously, Shaw's going to be out of my team. Fadzili is just in as, just to show that when I transfer him out, that's the replacement. If I kind of make a move for a midfielder, then obviously Shaw's going to get out. Guys, by the way, if you're looking to take a punt on a cheap midfielder, Garnacho could be a good option as well. Rashford's going to be starting as a striker. Garnacho on the left. I think Garnacho could be on the right, or maybe Sancho could be on the left or right. I'm not sure what his position is going to be, but yeah, Garnacho could be a good cheap punt. Guys, we need to discuss about captaincy, to be honest with you. Kane versus Salah is a big captaincy shout, and you need to make a decision now. Don't leave it too late. We still have like 55 minutes to go to the deadline, so it's not like you need to make a decision right now, but you need to start thinking that way, whether you want to go with Kane or whether you're gonna go with Salah. No more news, so I guess news has died down a little bit. Good shot on Garnacho. I mean, it's going to be a good differential if anybody wants him, right? 3 United midfielder is mad if I do that. It's not mad. The thing is, the team they're playing against is not that easy, to be honest with you. Fulham has been playing okay, It's not like they're like going to get beat like 6-7 with 6-7 goals. Rodrigo starts for Leeds. Yeah, I read out the Leeds team news. Salah starts surely. I think he should. I don't think why Salah shouldn't start. There's no reason. Thinking of Haaland, KDB and Mitoma to Kane, Salah and Rodrigo, Eze for a -8. I'd prefer Eze, my friend, because I'm not sure about Rodrigo. I'm not sure if Leeds gonna win there, so could be yeah. I mean, Eze is a good shout, very good shout. That's also one reason why I really find it difficult to go for Kane as well, because Leeds are a very unpredictable team. Start Forster or Kepa. I mean, none of them have been keeping too many clean sheets, my friend. It's Nishchil, so I don't think it's going to make too much difference whether you start Forster or Kepa. I guess Forster has the easier game, but away at Leeds is always a raucous ground. With Rodrigo start as a forward? I think so, Jovan, yes. Rodrigo's going to start as a forward, yes. Because the only forward, attacking player who's starting alongside him is Harrison. So obviously Harrison is not going to play as a forward. So that means Rodrigo's going to start as a striker. By the way, we've got some news that Wolves are starting a very weakened team right now. So be careful. I mean, we don't own any Arsenal players anymore. So you have to be careful. I'm just sorry, guys, if I'm not talking too much today. I'm trying to find more news for you guys. Is Greenwood starting for Leeds? From the leak that came out, I don't think he's starting. It is from the leak that I shared. Guys, just give me a second. Sorry guys, there was a bit of an interruption. No more news coming out now. It's like it's like everything. It was like a blast, and then it was a total. You know, it's like a total. You know, died down. The information is streamed as totally died down right now. Salah plus Watkins or Kane plus Eze. Kane plus Eze seems better, but the problem is Salah. You know, technically I don't want to play against Salah. You know, that's the problem. Although because the reason is why I said Kane plus Eze is I prefer both the players in Kane plus Eze. I don't prefer Watkins that much against Brighton. Zara says found this on Twitter. Tierney, I'm not so sure because last week they started Kiwior on the left back position, so not sure what's gonna happen there, Fuzzy. So I'm not gonna be going for or recommending any such players which are not 100%, you know, nailed on to start unless we get a leak. I'm not recommending any such player. So any more news, guys? Any more leaks? Undav starts. So this is a Brighton leak we're getting. Dunk, Enciso, Mitoma, and Ferguson have been benched. Obviously, I don't know how much to trust this guy. I'm looking for a more reliable source to tweet the Brighton team news before I can update this. You know, I wish I would have Brighton news and Newcastle news. That would help us a lot. You know, but right now this guy who's tweeting, I don't trust him that much. So I'm not gonna share it here with you. Nehal says Haaland to Kane and Mitoma to Odegaard or Eze. Nehal, both those moves like look really good to me. You know, whether you wanna go for Odegaard or Eze is like, slightly subjective. You know, Arsenal, they've been you know, they've at least looked really washed out against Nottingham Forest, and they lost that game. You know, so I'm not sure how they're gonna respond, how they're gonna play. That's the problem. Otherwise, I would have recommended Odegaard. But I think that these moves make sense to me. For Arsenal, which defense? I think only Gabriel or Ben White. Those are the ones to go for. Otherwise, no one. I would not go for Kiwior or anybody else. Don't think any more news is gonna come because or at least for some time, and then again it's gonna be a blast of information. Interesting today, right? So guys, one more thing I'm gonna tell you, these FPL servers are absolutely thin, so please do make your decisions and transfers in time. I'm just telling you because, you know, you never know when these hamsters gonna get tired and the servers are gonna crash, and then you're gonna get stuck. Be careful, really careful. Do we think McAllister starts? I mean, he didn't start the last game week. I don't know. I mean, I don't have anything to base my information off of, you know, Grid. That's the issue. So I'm just waiting for news. John Stones is not starting, Surfrose. That's the news. I think they're starting Gomesh and Rico Lewis. So John Stones is not starting, bro. People are saying Ederson's on penalty duties, and that's gonna be insane if he takes a penalty. Damn. Can we trust this league? No, Fadzali, we cannot trust him. Captaincy, Giovanni, it's between Kane and Salah for me. Even you can think about Rashford and Fernandes. I mean, you know, you have to kind of be creative this week, and you have to put it on. You know, you don't have to play the percentages this week because it's going to be split. Especially because Haaland is not starting. The captaincy this week is going to be very important, and you know, you have to think about it really in this way that, you know, let's just check the ownership stats of these players. The Rashford is 37% owned. Obviously, the EO is going to be very, very high. Same as Salah. Obviously, Kane is not here. right now. He might come in later, but obviously we can check the stats of Kane and how much he's owned. Obviously, Kane is going to be 31%, obviously slightly lesser owned. But his ownership stats going to go higher up, guys. Don't think that by the end of this stream, I don't think Kane's going to be 31% owned. So, thanks for the heads up, Wiz. You're welcome, Surfrose. You're welcome, bro. I'm just trying to share the news as I get it. So, but recently, the past 15 minutes, there has been no news. I mean, guys, by the way, if you want to take a punt, there's like 3 teams who are going to be really looking to win at the bottom of the table. Leicester, Everton, Leeds. For example, from Leicester, you could think about Maddison, Iheanacho. From Everton, there's McNeil, there's Tarkowski if you want a defender. Obviously, I won't be making a defensive transfer. I ideally don't want to make a defensive transfer. The problem with getting Alvarez for Isaac is that is there going to be enough firepower in that City team to actually provide for Alvarez or to beat Brentford, although they've got Foden, Mahrez and Alvarez as their front 3, so it's not that bad, but still, you have to think about it objectively. Brighton news would be very nice. Absolutely, I'm waiting for that Brighton news to actually make my transfers, my friend. That's the only thing I'm I really need now. Himanshu says, hi Wes, one last time this season, all the best. Thank you so much, Himanshu, and I hope you're doing well, bro. I wish you all the best as well. Riddhi says, Grealish to which under 8 million midfielder? Rodrigo, Foden, Eze. I'd say Foden is number 1 for me because he's starting. Eze number 2 and Rodrigo's number 3. That would be the order in which I would actually prefer them. It's like the calm before the storm, guys. No more news, nothing. Just absolute silence. Somebody is now leaking this. I don't trust this guy, man. Come on. This Liverpool news he's leaking Liverpool news, but I don't trust this guy, so I'm not gonna read it out to you. Obviously, if we get confirmed news, and that's the only way I'm gonna share it with you. No news right now. Alright, I'm gonna come and just talk to you then. Odegaard to Rashford for a hit. Todd, I mean, Odegaard is gonna start. He's gonna play as well. I mean, isn't there anybody else you can transfer out for Rashford? Who is in your midfield? If you can tell me, I'd be better placed to kind of suggest you. Ellison doesn't start. That's old news. I'd like to know news about Brighton. No news about Brighton as of now. Man. Alright, just gonna come back and answer your question then. What is your transfer plan this week? I am looking to transfer out Haaland, possibly looking to transfer out Isaac, and make one more transfer, take a -4 hit because I've got 2 free transfers. That depends on the Brighton team news. If we get the news that McAllister, Mitoma are starting, then I might as well transfer out Shaw for somebody like Gabriel or somebody else, or maybe Nathan Ake or whoever, I'm gonna make that decision. But if we get the news that one of McAllister and Mitoma are benched, then I might transfer him out for somebody like Eze, or Odegaard. Midfielders are Salah, McAllister, Mitoma, Odegaard, Bruno. Todd, don't you have enough to kind of take out one of McAllister or Mitoma for Rashford? I think that would be better. I just get the feeling that Odegaard is a like low risk keep this week. So it's hard to kind of tell you to remove Odegaard, but yes, I think if you ask me who scores more points out of Odegaard and Rashford, I'd say Rashford. What's going on, guys? No Liverpool news, huh? All right. So yeah, you don't have enough funds. All right, I get the point. I mean, even if you have to take a -4 hit, that's also possible. Let's wait for the Brighton team news. If you get a Brighton team news, fine. If we don't get a Brighton team news, then you can, technically I would obviously recommend you to not play like both Brighton midfielders against Aston Villa. Aston Villa is not an easy team to play against, especially at home. So technically, I would love if Rashford was one of those Brighton midfielders rather than Odegaard. But if we don't get any news, then obviously I think you can go ahead with this transfer. Asmir says, "Hey Wiz, just for a final punt, what do you think of Wilson, Watkin, McAllister to Alvarez, Enciso, and Eze?" I like Alvarez and Eze, but Enciso, I'm not so sure because we don't have any Brighton team news. So I'm not so sure if Enciso is going to start because last week he was benched. It's hard for me to kind of comment on whether he starts or not. But I like the other two. Alvarez and Eze is a really good punt, and I really, really like that. Achilles says start Ederson or De Gea. I would start Ederson. He's starting. Possibly he's going to take a penalty, people are saying. Best midfield punt, but obviously it's Mahrez, but I'm just joking. Mahrez is going to take the penalty. So, but on the off chance, I think Ederson has less chance of a clean sheet as compared to De Gea. If we just talk about the fixture, because I think Brentford, they are much better form than Fulham right now. Best midfield punt under 7. Eze is no, I'm it's hard to categorize it as a best punt, but it's a good punt. Barnes or Iheanacho. My transfer plan is simple: Haaland to Kane, Isaac to Alvarez, and third, one more transfer. Barnes or Iheanacho. I prefer Iheanacho out of these two. It's gonna be difficult to decide the captaincy between Kane and Salah, guys. Where's the news? Any news? Come on. Alright. Where were we? But Fulham have got Mitrovic playing. Well, it's at Old Trafford as well. City are playing away from home, so that is something that we need to consider as well. Your third transfer is going to be... My third transfer depends on whether McAllister and Mitoma start or they don't start. If they start, then my third transfer is going to be possibly Shaw out for some defender. And if they start... if they don't start, like if McAllister doesn't start or Mitoma doesn't start, then possibly I'm going to take one of them out for Eze or Odegaard, depending on what I feel like. Kane plus Eze or Firmino plus Mahrez. I'd say Kane plus Eze, Pavan. Any news on Isaac or Watkins? I think Isaac should start. Watkins is obviously nailed on. I don't think we need any news on them, to be honest. Be like me, I'm captaining either Kane or Salah. Well, FPL Sam, who are you captaining, Rashford or Bruno Fernandes? I would do unspeakable things for Brighton and Liverpool leaks. Well, I hope you don't need to do unspeakable things and we would get the leaks anyway. Sylvester says, read some news that McAllister start. Sylvester, that was a fake news, bro. I wouldn't trust him. I'm only giving you leaks from trusted sources here. That's the reason I didn't read out that team news. Worst. I'm just again when I'm not talking, I'm on Twitter sifting through news quickly so I can give you more updates. But unfortunately, there is no news. Need a reliable Brighton news? No. I mean, for example, if we got the news that Firmino is starting, a lot of people would take punt on Firmino as well. If we got the news that McAllister is not starting or Mitoma is not starting, I mean, we need this news to actually make a decision. FPL Sam says Portuguese Magnifico, time for redemption. I love that punt, to be honest with you, my friend. Fadzali says, so Haaland to Kane, Isaac to Alvarez is the confirmed one. Well, I'm not gonna say it's confirmed, my friend, because it's the last game week of the season. I sometimes like to be creative. I'd make my decision when I get the news. If I don't get the news, then I'm obviously gonna make these transfers. Pickford and Trossard, good punts. Yes, I mean, they're all right. Cinema crazy. The problem is we have no idea about the Arsenal team news. Obviously, they're trying to get Reece Nelson signed up to a new contract, so I'm a little bit scared whether he would start Reece Nelson or would he start Trossard. But I think Pickford and Trossard are definitely good differentials. Why don't you make the move right now? There's no confirmed move for me right now, my friend. See, if I can get more information, what is the point of making an early transfer? I don't get it, because I don't think the server is going to crash today. But still, I'm waiting for news. I'm going to make my transfers with 15 minutes to go to the deadline. What's your shout on good punts for each position this week? As a striker, I'd say Iheanacho and Alvarez, good punts. In midfield, Eze is a really good punt. Odegaard is a good punt as well. I'm talking about the ones which are lesser owned. Obviously, I could easily say Rashford and Bruno, but Salah, they're already owned. So punts are obviously, like, I'd say Eze is a good punt. Odegaard could be a very good punt as well. And Foden, because we confirmed that he's starting, is a good punt as well. In defense, I really don't like to kind of take punts, because there's not many attacking defenders this season. But if you want to take a punt, then you could go for an Arsenal defender. But because likely Wolves are fielding a very weakened team for some reason, as the news is out on Twitter. So yeah, that's what I've got. Is Isaac to Iheanacho Alvarez worth it for a -4? This is a bit of a tough one. I don't think with a -4 it's really worth it. Could be break even. I don't think Iheanacho is gonna get like 15 points. I'm not sure what's going to happen if by halftime they know that Everton are winning 2-0. Heads possibly going to drop because they know that they're not going to survive. So it's a punt, So it's hard to... Or if, for example, they know that Everton are losing and then they need to win, that's going to be an absolutely different story. So it's difficult to kind of call this one, my friend. Haaland to Kane or Jota? I'd say Kane, Giovan. If you own Salah, then I'd say you can go for Kane. Obviously, Jota is an alright punt. Then what are you going to do with the rest of the money? Kane, I think, has the ability to get 10 points this game week, I'd say. Especially, again, the same case if Leeds know that Everton are winning, the heads can drop. I'm thinking to get Kane and Alvarez testimony. So, but still waiting for more news. People are still giving news on Shaw and Martial, for the love of God. I mean, come on. This news was eons old. Give us something on Liverpool. People are actually tweeting out transfer news, Liverpool want to sign Alexis McAllister, and they want to sign, blah, blah, blah. Nicolo Barella. Right now we're focused on deadline, guys. I don't know. Any updates, guys? No. Alright, any more questions? Nihal says, thoughts on Shaw, Mitoma, Haaland to Tarkowski, Foden, Kane for a -4 or one hit too many. I don't think that's a one hit too many. I mean, you could actually, you know what? I mean, you could actually just play one of your bench defenders like Trippier and not get Tarkowski and get away with a -4 hit. I think that should be all right as well. You could easily play Trippier and not take a -4, not take a -8 and just do with Foden and Kane. You know, that should work for you as well, my friend. I'm thinking about Palmer or Jordan Ayew. FPL Sam, you're thinking too much. That's all I have to say, bro. Azmir says, thanks a lot for all the great tips throughout the season. Viz, have a great off season. See you on the next one. Thank you so much, Azmir. I really appreciate it, my friend. I hope to see you here next season. Just gonna try to be better, my friend. Fadzali says, please, Liverpool news. I don't have, Fadzali, I'm looking on Twitter. We don't have any Liverpool news as of now. If and when we have news, I'll let you know. I think this is a great infographic by All About FPL, and I would actually like to show you this because this should help you. Just a second, guys. Oh man, sorry, I don't want to be showing you people swearing on here, but I'm sorry. Just a second. Come on, where is that? All About FPL. There you go. There you go. So Rashford, Garnacho starting, Haaland, KDB not starting, Alvarez starting, Ederson starting, Shaw and Martial not starting, Alisson, Virgil van Dijk not starting, Palmer, Foden, Mare starting, Van Nacho, Madison starting, Vardy out, Lewis, Ake, Gomez starting, Rodrigo starting. So I'm gonna keep you updated, but this seems like a good way to kind of quickly go through all the news. So I'm gonna come back to this later as well, guys. By the way, Fadzali, Himanshu says thoughts on -8 for Rashford, Kane, Alvarez for Joelinton, Haaland and Solanke. 100% Himanshu. That looks really good to me. To be honest with you, Fadzali, in the last game week 38, there are not many clean sheets. So really, that's the reason I don't want to take out Shaw for a defender. I'd much rather take out Mitoma for Eze or somebody else, because in the last game week there are lots of goals. You know, that's very rarely they're clean sheets. So that's the reason I don't want to really take a hit and make a defender transfer. Don't own Salah. Shall I get someone like Jesus in place of Haaland and Salah for Mitoma? If Mitoma hauls, so be it. Well, Mitoma hasn't hauled in a while, bro. So not a big risk which you are taking. Look at, where's the hauls? No hauls, my friend. Actually, the hauls just came here. You know, game week 26, when nobody actually owned him, or very few people actually owned Mitoma. 7, 8, 6, 10, 11, 13, 6, 6, 7, 7. This is the time when Mitoma hauled. After that, when everybody got him in, is like 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 5, 3, 2, 5, 2, man. Why Mitoma? Why you do this? So it was like a Gaussian bell curve, you know. He was down, then he peaked, and then he's down again. Laws of nature, my friend. You just can't argue with that. You know, standard deviation. Yeah. Eze or Odegaard? This is the $1 million question for me, because this is the same question I've been grappling with for my own team, my friend. If you know the answer, I'd love to know that as well. I'll think about that. I'll let you know. I'm still thinking. No news? Alright, enough. It's gonna come back and answer your questions, because I don't want to be spending time looking for leaks on Twitter. So where were we? I mean, we've got 25 minutes to go to the deadline, guys. The 26, kinda. So, you know, I just... Odegaard over as 100%, says Todd. Well, Anis, Todd seems to think that Odegaard is a better option than Eze. I might be biased because I'm an Arsenal fan, and watching them lose to Nottingham Forest and just tail off at the end of the season might not be very encouraging for me. But as an outsider, as not being an Arsenal fan, I think Todd is I think he's making the right choice. Let's put it this way. I don't own either Salah or Kane, so which one to go for? Jugs, that's a $1 million question, bro. It's very hard to kind of predict right now what's going to happen. But, I think they're both really good options this game week. I mean, they're the two best captaincy options. So, if we can own both of them, it's difficult to say either or. Jugs, But if I had to own one of them, would it be Salah? I don't know. It's difficult, Jugs. Very difficult. Who do you start, Mitoma or McAllister? Well, Himanshu, I hope we get the Brighton team news so we don't have to make this decision. So I'm just hoping, I'm waiting. We get the Brighton team news. If I had to select one, I'd start McAllister because he's on penalties. And he has the knack of just, scoring goals with his head, shoulders, thighs. I don't know. Crazy. Lying on the ground, ball hits him and goes in goal, and crazy. Sometimes some players are just lucky. Seems to be one of those guys. Salah over Kane, says Todd. Well, Todd is giving very clear answers, and I'm really thankful for that, because I personally am not giving very clear answers right now because of so much has been going on, in my head as well. Evening, Imran. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're having a great season. Salah over Kane. I would also go Salah over Kane, but that might be because of the long-term bias that I have towards Salah, and maybe because being an Arsenal fan, Spurs have never been my favorite, and if given the choice, I would never go for Kane. Objectively, I've picked Kane, I don't know, hundreds of times for my FPL team, but you know what I mean. I try to keep the team which I support and my FPL team separate, but it's not, it's not this mutually exclusive kind of. Right, guys. So I personally don't think we're gonna get many more leaks, guys. But if we don't get more leaks with 10 minutes to go, I'm just gonna make my transfers and lock my team. My captain, even if I own Kane, I think my captain would be Salah, guys. By the way, you can take a punt on Rashford and Bruno as well. I've been thinking of that as well. I've been thinking that if somebody wants to gain on ranks, you can take a punt on Rashford. He's gonna play as a striker today, and at Old Trafford, Manchester United back in the Champions League, the crowd are gonna be buoyant, and if they could beat Chelsea 4-1, what makes us think that they can't beat Fulham 4-1? No Palace leaks as of now, Fadzali. No. Any leaks which we get which are reliable, I'll let you know as soon as possible. Somebody on Twitter who got the assist is writing, just try to confirm my team and the app took a while. The hamsters are tiring. Guys, not good signs. Not good signs at all. The hamsters are getting tired. These are not good signs. I would tell you to lock your teams. No news for Newcastle as of now. No news on Brighton and no news on Liverpool. Abdullah said Salah starting. Where did you get this news from, my friend? I don't see it anywhere on my Twitter. Abdullah, if you can tell me, I'd be more than happy to relate to everybody who's watching this stream, but on Twitter, I don't see anybody sharing it with me that Salah is starting. Although, why wouldn't he start is my question. Last game of the season. Why wouldn't he start? Captaincy again, Salah or Kane? Should we just do the transfer right now? Lightrez, I'm thinking about it as well. Abdullah, then you should use a question mark, bro. That exclamation mark was, was misleading, to say the least. But it's alright, bro. Don't worry about it. If he is starting, I'll let you know. We don't have news on Liverpool right now. Lighters, honestly, if you're sorted with, I mean, if that's the only transfer which you're gonna make, I think you can do it. Why not? You know, if that's the only transfer which you're gonna make, I think you should do it. Granit Xhaka's final game for Arsenal. Maybe they're gonna let him take a penalty, huh? I don't know. It's absolutely insane that earlier there was so much news and now there's none. Isn't it a little bit strange, guys? Like, the news has just absolutely died down. No, nothing. Anyways, I'm gonna come back and answer your questions if you have any. Unless you're just like me, you're hunting for news today. No, nothing. Well then, I'm just gonna chill a bit, and then we're gonna look for more news. So guys, 20 minutes to deadline. Yep, absolutely. 20, less than 20 minutes to deadline. Hamsters are getting tired. Giovanni says we'll be fighting to get the transfer in, so might need to make the decision now. You're right. Start Kepa or Rea. I don't think either gonna keep a clean sheet, Light Rays. I think Rea is gonna have more save points. I think so. More chance of a save point. I don't think Kepa is gonna keep a clean sheet either, my friend. Pedro says I've transferred Grealish and Haaland for Eze and Kane. Now mulling a -8 for Isaac for Alvarez. Pedro, it's a 50-50 for me, especially because of the -8. The transfer seems to be good. The only thing is a -8, you know. I'm basically taking a -4. So Isaac points +4, you know, or let's say Isaac points, simply Isaac points, or Alvarez points -4. I don't think there's going to be a big difference unless City go ballistic, which I don't think they're gonna because of the weak team which they're starting. You know, obviously they're starting, you know, Gomez, Rico Lewis, and all these guys. They're not gelled together, so I don't think City's gonna give a stellar performance today by any means. Which is why I'm having second thoughts about getting Alvarez as well. But I'm probably gonna do it. Konate is starting. I don't know, Rohit. We don't have Liverpool team news. Fair says I think Liverpool did not in good morale after don't qualify for the Champions League. Sometimes when you're struggling for something and you don't get it, the weight is lifted off you and you can put in a good performance as well to finish off the season fair. So it can go both ways. That's why it's like it's like a coin. It can fall both ways and hard to judge. Konate start. I don't know. Where's Garnacho versus Rodrigo? I would prefer Garnacho, Fadzali. Just as a punt. I'm not sure about Rodrigo, bro. That's the issue. I think Rodrigo maybe can score 1 goal, but Garnacho can as well. I'm just gonna make a transfer as soon as if we have some Brighton team news. Then man, the problem is not the 2 transfers that I'm thinking to make. The problem is the third one. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and make the 2 transfers. Don't get it's don't want to struggle here. So let's just take out these 2. But the problem is, I was thinking, for example, if Firmino starts, maybe in my mind somewhere, you know, I was thinking to take a punt. Maybe Diogo Jota, if he was starting, I could take a punt on Jota, you know. So at least let me do Haaland to Kane. Let me make 1 transfer. And we will also see if this goes through. Yeah, the servers are acting all right, guys. I don't think there's a big problem right now. Servers look fine to me. And by the way, while we're here, the team looks all right. Obviously, it doesn't make a difference for the vice captaincy. Team is saved. Back to the transfers page again. Sorry if this seems a bit shambles, guys. I'm trying to do too much right now. So one transfer has already been made, guys. Haaland to Kane. Let's see what happens. Alright. Thanks, Wiz. I think you are right on the -8. Cheers, Pedro. I hope you make the right decision. Brohit says, which City defenders are starting, bro? Gomez, Rico Lewis, Kyle Walker, Ake, Nathan Ake as well. Standout game for you. It could be, to be honest with you, it could be Manchester United versus Fulham. You know, somewhere in my mind it could be, you know, Liverpool versus Southampton, but I think not that much. Arsenal versus Wolves can be a good game. I don't know why I have a feeling that Arsenal versus Wolves is going to be a good game today. For Arsenal, obviously. And United versus Fulham could be the one, you know, as well. Aston Villa versus Brighton. It's Unai Emery. He loves European football. That's exactly why I don't want to play 3 Brighton players, and that is exactly why I don't want to, you know, I want to wait for the Brighton team news before I make my decision. In case we don't get any team news or Brighton team news, I'm gonna just put Shaw on the bench, play Trippier, and then take out one of the Brighton players, maybe Mitoma. I'm gonna take him out for you know, Odegaard, or I'm gonna take him out for Eze. Depends on what I feel like. Feeling emotional to transfer Haaland. I don't have any emotional connections with Haaland, my friend. Yes, he's been a good FPL asset, but for me, he's never gonna be like Salah. You know, never gonna be like you know, just the. It's kind of a different feeling. You know, it's not that kind of a player with which we can connect. At least I can connect. He's a fantastic player. He might win Ballon d'Ors and stuff, but for me, he's not the type of player which I actually can connect with or, you know, feel excited about or emotional about. Salah was that player, even though Liverpool is not my team. Pedro says, final questions of the season. Feels a little pensive in it. Given Stones isn't starting and Shaw is flagged, I have only Botman. Do you think there's any value in starting Stones in case he comes on and scores? I don't think there's any value in starting Stones. No, my friend. I think if you want, then start just Botman, because, you know, otherwise you can. I think you should start Botman. Play Isaac or McAllister. Out of those two, I'd play Isaac, my friend. At least we know he's gonna start. Hopefully, it's difficult. I don't know. Feeling hard these questions, because today I'm not making predictions. You know, I'm actually looking for facts. There you go. You know, United team news has been shared. De Gea, listen to the team news carefully. I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share it with you. Thanks to FPL Sum for sharing it in my Twitter. Guys, look at my comment. Look at my comment and read my comment. That is the Manchester United team news. De Gea, Dalot, Maguire, Lindelof, Malacia, Casemiro, Fred, Sancho, Bruno, Garnacho, and Rashford. Rashford playing as a striker. Felix might have a chance at the Golden Boot if he scores 33 goals today. Absolutely. I don't think that's a big shot, long shot. Any Brighton team news, guys? Anyone? We already had the Brighton news. I'm looking for Brighton. Stones or Botman? Stones is not starting, bro. Botman, obviously, because Stones is not starting. Guys, 11 minutes to deadline. You don't want to be pushing the hamsters. So if you still haven't made your transfers, I'd recommend you to start making your transfers. I'd recommend you to start making your transfers, guys. Alright, I'm gonna look at my own team as well. So would I have enough to own Odegaard? No, I won't. But then if I take him out for Alvarez, I would have enough to own Odegaard as well. Mitoma out. Why Wiz confirm? Well, I mean, you know, McAllister's on penalties. You know, possibly is leaving Brighton after this game. might be motivated to score one last goal before he goes. I don't know. Mitoma has not been doing much, so just taking a chance, my friend. There's not much logic behind selecting March, Mitoma, and McAllister this season. We all know we've been burnt. Rashford or Bruno? Todd, technically, Bruno's on penalties, but I think Rashford playing as a striker, I think he's more desirable, costs less. If I could afford both, it would be a difficult one, but I would choose Rashford. All the best. It's a difficult one, Todd, very difficult one, but I'm just saying because he's playing as a striker, he would be motivated to finish on a lot of season high goals because he's already had a great season, Rashford. All the best, guys. I had a good season with regards to FPL, however, bad one as a Chelsea fan. Hopefully we start fresh next season. Good luck to you, Imran. I hope for your sake that Chelsea does well next season. Hopefully. 2 days. Not the usual source, but Robertson is not starting. Alisson is not starting. Virgil van Dijk is not starting. It's not the usual source, he says. Ian Cop writing anything? No. So, guys, we're not sure about Robertson, so take it with a pinch of salt, says FPL Heisenberg. It is not verified, so don't blame me if you get it wrong or right. Who do I bench between Trippier, White, Arnold, and Estupinan? I'd say you have to bench one between Trippier and Estupinan. I would play White and Arnold. Greenwood to Iheanacho or Mac Mitoma to Eze? I'd say McAllister or Mitoma to Eze. Or you could do Greenwood to Iheanacho. If you get the team news that McAllister and Mitoma are both playing, then you could do Greenwood to Iheanacho as well. Otherwise, I prefer McAllister or Mitoma to Eze, my friend. Abdullah says, who do I bench between Trippier? I already answered that. You're always welcome, Todd. Foden or Mahrez? I'd say Mahrez because I think if Haaland is not starting, then Mahrez would be on penalties. Shaw to Delo or to an Arsenal-Everton defense? $1 million question, bro. Personally, wouldn't go with the apps getting slow, says Gio1. Guys, make your transfers now. I think we're not gonna get any more team news. I think we're waiting. We're wasting our time here, guys. What are the transfers done? I just did the Haaland to Kane. Guys, if the app is getting slow, I would recommend you to make your transfers. So Mitoma, it would be absolutely hurtful if later on we found out that goddamn McAllister has been benched and Mitoma is starting. But what is last one time? I'm gonna check Twitter. Salah and Firmino start according to this guy, James Watland. No idea of history of being right. This is just speculation now. It's just like it's all over the place. Guys, I think we should not trust these sources. It's just speculation now. Although it's FPL Heisenberg, I trust him. This guy's been giving us right information for the past 2-3 weeks. But the thing is, his sources are different now. So he's actually tagging the sources to kind of tell everybody that he doesn't know if his history of being right or not. Captaincy decision. For me, the captaincy decision has already been made. I'm gonna captain Salah. Last 6 minutes, guys. I think the app's gonna crash if we don't make our transfers now. I'm still goddamn hanging on to something. I'm hanging on and waiting. Six minutes, guys. 6 minutes to go for the deadline. I think we should lock it. I've had enough. I don't think we're gonna get any more leaks. Alright, Mitoma. Thank you for your service. I hope you don't score too many goals today. So I've decided to go for Odegaard today. I hope it works out. One last dance in it. Boom. I don't think the app's getting slow. My transfers have been going through pretty well. Maybe the app's getting slow. Alright. I've made my transfers, by the way, guys. Do I go for Firmino or Wilson? If you don't have any more like transfers to make, and that's the only transfer, I think you can take a punt. As your Odegaard one to get. I'm going for Odegaard personally. Hamsters are keeping up. I just made my transfers. Cheers, Todd. Well done. Retry, lock your teams, everyone. No worries, no errors. I think you should be fine. In case you're not able to make your transfers, log into the website. I think website's gonna work better than the app sometimes because more people are using the app as compared to the website. So sometimes websites works. So open your website as well in case. Gabriel or Trossard. I would go with Trossard. Guys, now is not the time to ask the questions. Now is the time to set your teams. Last 5 minutes, the servers are acting up a little bit. I think it's better. Actually, you know what? I'll leave Trippier on the bench. Be good to get some bench points later on, innit? Would be nice to start Iverson, right? Iverson or Rhea could be another one. So captain is Salah, vice captain is Rashford. Actually, you know what? Vice captaincy, I might put on Kane. Oh, it's just flipping around for no reason. But what if Shaw gets 1 point for appearance? Well, is there a chance for that? I don't think he was in the squad. Was he on the bench? Well, if that's the case, then just let's take it out of the equation at all. Get out of my team, man. No taking risks. Neil has had me scared already. Yeah, he trained. Salah, Kane, or Rashford captain? Samir, that's a very difficult question for me to answer, my friend. They're all three good options. It depends on what you feel. Kane is the least owned, but I think as a captain, I think Rashford would be the least captained. So if you're going for a differential, then you can think about Rashford or Bruno if you're looking to make up points. Play Rhea or Steele. I don't think neither of them keeps a clean sheet. I don't think either of them keeps a clean sheet. Any more leaks now? Guys, captaincy Rashford as a differential could be a good captaincy option, right? I don't know why, I just want to put it on Salah. Maybe it's because of the type of a manager I am. I'm more of a safe FPL manager. Don't know whether it always pays to be safe. I don't know. Jordan Ayew hat-trick. Mitoma to Eze for a -4, says Bojan. We don't have news whether Mitoma is going to start or not. You can make this move, my friend. Although I think there is slight upside to this move. The risk reward is not very good, but I think it's still on the positive side. Because Aston Villa team's really good. I think they want to make it to Europe. I think they're going to try hard. On the other hand, I think Crystal Palace is going to play with freedom. Even Nottingham is going to play with freedom because they were safe from relegation. So yeah. FPL Sam says Jordan Ayew hat-trick. Assisted by Eze. I don't know, my friend. I don't know what a hat-trick. Well, guys, how much time to the deadline? 1 minute 30 seconds, guys. It's right on this screen. If you don't lock your teams, it's gonna be your responsibility, guys. Lock your team. See, I refreshed my team for everybody to see. Why is this Greenwood guy first on my bench? Kane, Alvarez, Rashford, Fernandes, Salah. Refresh one once again. See, the server's pretty good. The hamster's been fed well, guys. Working overtime, these hamsters. Trippier, Rhea, Stupina. I've got a very shabby defense. All of them playing away from home, and the keepers playing against Manchester City. I'm actually counting on my attack to actually bail me out. Let's see what happens. Make or break. Bruno, captain. My head hurts. Going to take a nap until the game's now. Yep. That's cool, bro. we've got through this deadline with most of the leaks on the screen. Yeah, it was good. All right, enough with the leaks. Let's bring on the utility box back. Enough with the leaks. Captain Salah. I've gone with Salah, Lightrays. If guys, it's 5 seconds to go. Just lock your teams, guys. It's deadline. Oh man, I hope you locked your team, Lightrays. All right, that's it. That's it, guys. That's it. And we've gone through this season now, and I'm not gonna be saying this for at least now 2.5 months that it's deadline. Played Steel over Iverson. Not. It's fine, George. I don't think it's make or break. Don't worry about it. Good luck, Boyan. Good luck, Zara. Just got it in time. Cheers, Light. That's absolutely fine. I'm happy you got it. Surfroz says, thanks, Swiss, for all the deadline streams. Absolute pleasure to be here. The pleasure is all mine, Surfroz. Thanks for being here, bro. Hey, Viz, non-related FPL question. Do you follow IPL? Zara, I do, but not that seriously, because I'm into FPL Premier League so much that just makes it hard to follow too much. Because I'm a big fan of tennis as well. I follow tennis a lot, and I watch all the slams. I watch a lot of ATP 1000s as well. So just I don't get too much time for IPL. But yes, I do go and watch the odd game, which is in a ground which is close to my house in Mohali. So I'll go there and watch an odd game for IPL just for the atmosphere and to have some fun. But I'm not really emotionally involved with IPL. Fadzali says, Wiz, I did Odegaard too. Cheers, my friend. Alcaraz is the new king. Well, is the new king of clay, it seems like. But, Rafa's still standing, and I hope Rafa comes back and for one last dance and just wins the Roland Garros. Would be absolutely amazing. If Mitoma is benched and Rodrigo scores, I'll be pissed. Well, George, it's some things are beyond our control, and once the deadline is passed, we've made our decisions. I think we should just absolutely chill out and absolutely just let it go. We need to go with the flow, So it's just it's pretty simple. We've got a super chat from Todd, and it's a really generous one as well. Todd says, thanks, Wiz, for all your advice. Good luck, everyone, and see you next season. Thank you so much, Todd. I really appreciate you for being here on all the streams, especially at the odd timings when you tell me that Sleepy Todd is is just joined your stream, and it just feels really surreal. Thank you so much for being here the entire season, and for supporting the channel by being a member as well. Azmir says, take care, Wiz, heading out to watch the games. Cheers, Azmir. I hope you have a great ending to the season, my friend. Zara says, thanks a lot, Wiz. Zara, thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure doing predictions today, Wiz. Lightrays, really, I don't want to do the predictions today because I think it's going to be a mad set of games, and I just want to feel the games, want to watch the games, and I really wanted to do a kind of wrap up stream today, but I feel it would be better if we do it in 1 or 2 days after the dust is settled. But I'll leave it to you guys as to how you want it done, and I'll do it I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it after the FA Cup final when the season is wrapped up. Just tell me whatever, and I will do it. I will do a wrap-up stream for the season, and I would like to discuss the things that I've learned from this season, because every season we either we win or we become wiser, more, we learn more things, and I would obviously I have some learnings which I did from this season, and which I almost learn every season, but it just becomes difficult to implement because of the emotional aspect. SH says, great season with you, Wiz. Thanks. SH, thank you so much for supporting the channel, my friend, and I had a great time as well. It was between Eze versus Rodrigo versus Odegaard. Well, I went with Odegaard and you as well. Giovan says, much appreciation for all your dedication to these streams this year, Wiz. Cheers. Thank you so much, Giovan. Guys, I am really humbled by all your beautiful comments, and I really appreciate all of you coming to these deadline streams every deadline, spending your deadline streams with me. And sometimes we've got trumpets, sometimes we've got beautiful relaxing streams, but it's always entertainment all the same in it. FPL Jack says transfers done with Haaland and Mitoma out for Jesus and Salah. Well, I knew you were gonna get Salah, bro. I mean, let's just go with the heart and let's see how it ends up. Whatever happens, Jugs, your season has been massive. You right on 10k, bang on 10k, and it is very hard in this atmosphere with like tons of FPL content and people leaking team news and stuff to get into the top 10k. It is like absolutely amazing, and I congratulate you for having a massive season, my friend. Fadli says was so close with Firmino, but I would have to take a -16. I did a -8. Haaland to Kane, Shaw, Delo, Mitoma to Odegaard. Right, Fadli, I think that was the right move. After the FA Cup final, says Todd. Yep, I'd absolutely let the dust settle, and I'll do my wrap-up stream after the FA Cup final, totally. How about staying on till the teams are announced? That way we can either celebrate or commiserate our decisions, says Pedro. I'm gonna try, Pedro. The thing is, been streaming for a long time, and I hope the throat can hold on. Hopefully you will be adding me to the group chat next season, Wiz. I will definitely be adding you to the group chat, Fuzzily. Don't worry about it. Thanks for all the work you put in, Wiz. Thanks, George, for being on all the streams this season, my friend. I really appreciate it. And for all your inputs regarding Liverpool as well. They were really valuable this season. Pedro says, PS, love this channel the most. Guys, really humbled with all your comments. Thank you so much. I got Eze over Odegaard, says Nehal. Cheers, man. I hope both of them do well. I hope Eze does well, and I hope Odegaard does well as well. I just have a feeling that Arsenal are gonna play well today. Fadli says, Wiz, I'm requesting to be a mod. I mean, it's been a long time. I've been with you since the first channel. I remember, Fadli. Yeah. So if you close the channel and join back in, hopefully you'll see a wrench right next to your name. Fadli says, yeah, there you go. Let's be real. Hope Eze got a red card. Now, come on. Let's be hopeful for both Odegaard and Eze. Let's hope they both get good points, guys. Only positive vibes, innit? FPL Jack says, I feel overwhelmed with no words are enough for the contribution you made when guiding me wherever I am today. Jugs, my friend, it's all you. If it's just the decisions you made right at the right moments at the right time, and just you have to hold your cards right close to your chest, and when the time comes, you gotta play your cards right, and you did, and you've just been rewarded for the decisions. I personally have been. I have a feeling, I've had this feeling the entire season that at the time when I needed to make a bold decision, I've just been a slightly passive, which has stopped me from pushing into that top 50, top 10k, and I've been lingering around 100k for these past 3-4 game weeks, but I learn, I keep learning, guys, and it's not about how much I read, how much information I can gather. Sometimes it's about holding your nerves at the right moments. I feel like I've held my nerves at all the right moments, but at the moments which I needed to push and make an actively aggressive decision, I think I should have, and I need to improve that. Lighter says, who will be relegated? I see, Light, if Everton wins the game, then obviously Leicester and Leeds get relegated, but I hope to have a better end to the season in a way that it's exciting, it goes right down to the wire. For example, Everton's drawing their game, and Leeds and Leicester are winning, then something happens. I mean, I want it to be exciting, although I don't want Everton to be relegated, but I would prefer Leicester to stay up, so it's kind of conflicting as well. let's see what happens. Don't wanna do predict what's gonna happen today. Ended up on David De Gea, Estupinan, Trent, Trips, McAllister, Eze, Mahrez, Salah. Mahrez is a good punt. Is on penalties today. Bruno, Kane, Alvarez. That looks like a really good team to me, Nehal. You don't have Rashford. You've got Mahrez in place of Rashford. I think rest of the team is same. And I hope you do well, bro. Pedro says FPL Jugs is our standard bearer. Come on, the top 10k finish. I think he's gonna do it. It's all about differentials today, guys. And it's, for example, Rashford, Bruno Fernandes was like really good differential captaincy options there, especially because Haaland was not starting and the captaincy was going to be distributed. So I was hoping that one or two of our viewers would actually put it on Rashford or Bruno Fernandes to kind of push for that mini leagues, or to make up that ground kind of. So I'm just on Twitter. I'm looking at if anybody's giving us any team news now. The ones which we really want, McAllister. Because if McAllister doesn't start, I've got goddamn Botman and Trippier playing against Chelsea, which isn't ideal, to say the least. I'm seeing a lot of Rashford captains here, guys. Here's somebody's captained Odegaard as well. Interesting. So Alisson is not starting, so Kelleher is going to start, obviously. No news as of now, guys. So let's see and wait what happens. For example, I would like to. As I was talking, I've been passive at the wrong moments in this season as well. So, for example, like today, I had a feeling that I should captain Bruno or Rashford, but I think it's the passive element, or the passive manager in me, which wouldn't let me go past Salah. Sometimes most of the time, this helps me, guys, because I stay with the template, and I never have such a bad game week that can whipsaw me out of the ranks and push me so far back that I can't make up for the loss. But then what happens is that sometimes when there is a time to gain the advantage, I still end up being passive. So today, I had a feeling I should captain Rashford. Even in the last 3 minutes, I was thinking, should I put it on Rashford or Bruno Fernandes? But the mind would not, or the brain would not let me do it, So this balance, this is art, guys. So here is nowhere an algorithm is going to help you, nowhere the stats are going to help you. It's just about instinct, impulse, and just the spur of the moment decision. These are the things which I feel I need to improve to just be that more, what can you call, cutting edge. Being on the cutting edge and being just, in touch with those top 10Ks every season. As you can see, if you look at my ranks, guys, like, you see them on the screen. Like I have, a top 500, I've got a top 12K, 94K, 130K. I would never be very far away from those top 100K positions, which is going to be the same case this season. I'm going to be in and around the top 100K. But the consistency should be, I want to take up my threshold so that the consistency is around 20k, 30k. I finish there every season, I'd be more than happy, So I am consistent, but the consistency, guys, there's a difference between being accurate and being precise. Being precise is something different. Being accurate is something different. So I want to be consistent, but I want to be consistent at around 30k, 50k rank rather than 100k. So that's what the next step is going to be in the evolution of this channel, of my own FPL journey. And you guys are all part of it, guys. And I just can't thank you enough for helping me evolve. Just being a part of this community, spending your deadlines with me here on this channel. It's just overwhelming, guys, and I just can't thank you enough. Todd says, "Bye everyone, gotta go. Smash the like button on your way out." Cheers, Todd. Thank you so much for all your support this season, and thank you so much for joining these deadline streams, even at the odd times. Much appreciated, bro. George says a lot of casuals will have started Haaland. If he gets subbed on and scores, it'll be bad for engaged managers. Well, that's the risk we were willing to take, George. If obviously Haaland can come on and score, and that is true, but won't make a difference as long as Kane scores as well. We gain more from Kane then. Just realize me and Andy getting Odegaard, you convince me. Well, it's all cool, my friend. Imagine McAllister bench, Mitoma start. Well, we can't do anything about it, my friend. It's out of my hands now, What can we do about it? Even if that happens, what can I do? Can I do anything about it? No. Let's see if does anybody have any leaked team news or a punt? Who's starting for Brighton? Brighton's been total radio silence today. Nothing out of Liverpool or Brighton. Like, it's just absolute airtight. At this point, Kane is a protection. True. Guys, there's absolutely no news coming out on Twitter. No FPL rock stars. Nobody telling us who's starting from Brighton. I think I'm just sticking around for the team news. I think I'll just be waffling around. So guys, I think it would be a right time. It's just we got 6 people watching. I don't think we should be waffling on around for 15 minutes just to get the team news. So I think I'll just put an end to the deadline stream for now. Nahal says Brighton and Newcastle literally never have leaked team news. Yeah, that's true. Brighton sometimes actually this season we did have news. Actually, Newcastle was the one which we really didn't have. So which 3 million Luton defenders you're getting tomorrow? I'm not gonna start considering that even remotely. With like at least 1.5 months more. No remote consideration of the promoted teams, my friend. I always do these long Twitter threads on the promoted team. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, guys, you can. I do extensive research. Sometimes I'll do videos on these promoted teams as well, and which enablers or cheap players you should be going for. But that is not something that we want to talk about today. Nahal says Brighton was given by Roberto De Zerbi himself, but not leaked. Yeah, that is true. I totally understand. Maybe those guys are fighting with their wives or taking care of the little ones. Yeah, I guess so. But it's hard. It's good. I would be the first one to propagate, no leaked team news, guys. Here's the Everton team news if anybody's interested. Mitoma and Estupinan benched. What? Estupinan? No, I don't want to play goddamn Botman and Trippier. See, this is exactly why I was looking for Brighton team news. McAllister is starting, but Mitoma and Estupinan benched. God damn it, guys. I've got Trippier and Botman playing against Chelsea. Not ideal, innit? Come on, guys. I will do some content on the promoted teams this season too. Nahal, I'd happily promote your... Guys, all of you who are watching the stream, all of you who come to my streams, I'm like a nobody on this FPL Twitter universe. I don't have much reach, and but if in any way you want to do some content on Twitter, you want me to promote your content, just send me your threads. Just let me know, or whatever. I'll help you as much as I can. But it's just unfortunate I don't have much of a following myself. But as much as I can, I will share your content and I will help you grow as an FPL account. Just do good work, just do your research, try to make good content, and from my side I'll help you as much as possible. Kane and Salah start, says George. That's good news. Don't have anyone decent on my bench. Zara, don't worry about it. I think Estupinan can come on anyway, so don't worry. Let's see what happens. Sometimes, Zara, we should leave it and let it go, Once we made the decision, this is out of our hands now anyway, right? Burnley and Luton, as I know. This third one as well. I think it's Sheffield Wednesday. The three promoted teams. Which one is the third one? The all three have been promoted now. Which one is it? Sheffield United, Luton Town, and Burnley. They are the three teams which have been promoted. Double Newcastle defense incoming. Well, who cares? Who cares? Let's see what happens. So guys, on this note, well, we've got all the news that we wanted, so we don't need to wait for team news, guys. I'm gonna take your leave now. It has been a really good season, a really good stream today, and you guys have supported it all along, and you've spent your deadlines with me, which I'm always going to appreciate, guys. If one thing if I appreciate is that you guys, there's like hundreds of FPL managers doing deadline streams, making content, and you still choose our channel to come and spend your deadlines. There's a beautiful quote in which people say that time is the most valuable thing which you can share with someone, and when you guys choose to spend your time with me, you sharing a piece of life with me, and I would always appreciate you for that, which is the reason, guys. I used to have a channel, the Football Wizards, which was a beautiful channel which used to get thousands of views on every video I used to post. Then I started this new channel, and slowly I got so busy in my life that I could not do videos anymore. I started doing just live streams, and the viewership of this channel has just stayed close to like 25, 30, 35 people on streams. But I continue to do these streams because not because I don't want to grow my channel, but because of the following that I still have, and because of the passion of this game which we all play in FPL, guys. So I'm gonna continue to do what I do. I don't care if there's 10 people watching this channel, as long as you guys choose to come to this channel on the deadline, guys. There's always gonna be deadline streams. I just want to promise you that. And on that note, guys, I'd like to say you goodbyes and thank you for being on our streams this season. I really appreciate you guys, and may the arrows be green for one last time, and I'll see you after the FA Cup for the wrap-up stream. Until then, take care, guys. Here, there's a little champ who wants to say goodbye to you as well. It's my son. He wants to say goodbye. Come, say goodbye. Say bye, friends.
Bye, friends.
All right, guys. Take care. Cheers. Bye bye.